Hi everyone, it's Kristen again, and today on Simply Sketching, we are going to sketch some trees. For this episode, I am using some art markers, just for something different. If you want to use some Crayolas, you can. Mine are the Copic, or Copic, however you want to say it. Listen, I don't recommend buying these. They're expensive. I bought them. I love them. I regret my choice. But we're going to do trees. We're going to color them in. They're going to be beautiful. All right, let's get started. I have my spiral notebook. Any paper will do. Computer paper, these will bleed if you do computer paper, but if you're using just regular markers, you can use that or use a pencil. So we're going to do trees. So as we start trees, we just want to do some lines first, and then we will widen them as we go, but we don't want them to be straight lines. We want them to be a little crooked, a little rough. So I'm going to start, and I'm just kind of gonna go up my paper as I want to. Now, as you see, I've let my line break because I'm using a marker, and it just gives it a little texture. I want to do another branch, so I'm going to start maybe halfway up this line I already started, and I'm just going to draw another one off to the side, and then I'll add some little branches in as I see fit, as I want to. So this is the start of it. And then we're going to go back through and we're going to widen that trunk a little bit, and we're going to color it in, but not all the way, because again, you want that dark and light to kind of give you a little depth. And the base of the tree obviously is the whitest. So instead of just going off one side to widen, I use my line I already drew as a middle mark, and I go off both sides. So what I do is I start and I kind of draw a really elongated triangle up the trunk. Again, I make it rough. You know, I don't let it curve all the time in the same spot. It's kind of gonna look like that. And then as you get up the tree, then you can start widening your branches using the same concept as down below. You start a little lower and you come up, and then you just make a long triangle until there is no more triangle for you to make. You are running into the line you already have prepared, and you're making branches just like that. Okay? The little lines, the little tiny branch lines, you can kind of do the same. Just make tiny triangles. It's just giving them a little bit of width at the bottom, so everything's not the same. You don't want it to be the same. Tree trunks aren't the same. Branches aren't the same. And then I'm going to just quickly come back in and lay a little bit of color down. Again, I am not coloring it in completely. I'm leaving white patches. Again, this is just sketching. You know, this is something that, you know, you have 5 minutes. You know what? I really feel like sketching a tree today. I want to get better at drawing trees. Practice makes everything perfect. So any little chance you get to just sit there and sketch something super quick, do it. You know, your kid's drawing on the carpet, not on the carpet, on paper, sitting on the carpet with a crayon. Pick up a crayon and a piece of paper and sketch something with him. So we're going to draw the tree now. The leaves, make any shape you want. Think of it in your head and just start little jagged lines. I like to start mine about 3/4 up the actual tree trunk. And I just start making jagged lines, and I go in and out, whatever, you know, pattern I want to make it. And I go all the way around all those branches, and I connect it back at the bottom. Just like that. Now, if you would like to, you can do the same thing maybe at the top of one of your branches. You want to have it where, you know, that looks like my tree is going through the branches. Again, just some jagged little lines. Just like that. What I like to do, just because I actually like to just draw a couple dots, not a bunch, just a couple. Don't ask me why. I like dots. I even draw them on the outside of the trees. It just gives it a little something. Just a little something like that. And then we're going to go into our color. And I have a couple colors set out here. I think for this tree, I am feeling like it's kind of going into fall. So I'm going to start with my orange. Now what is this? This is a Prismacolor. Again, use Crayolas if you got it. Nothing big, but I'm going to use my Prismacolor, and I'm not going to color the whole tree in. I'm just going to kind of start doing a little circle and I'm just gonna color patches. I might even go outside the line. I'm just gonna find a couple patches on this tree that says, you know what? This is orange. I like this. Let's make this spot orange. And that's what I'm gonna do, just like that. And then I'm gonna go in with this bronzy brown color, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna find a couple patches that I think, you know what? I like the thought of that being there. I wanna try it out. Maybe I'm, thinking of a bigger picture I wanna do. I wanna test out some colors together. Let's try this. And then the last color I'm gonna use, I'm gonna go in with my yellow. Gotta find the right end. These markers have two different ends, so I like to use the brush end. If you can take out a small loan and buy yourself a set of these markers, don't do it. You'll love them, and then you'll be forever broke. But they do have a brush end, and it's very nice. And then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna lay in some yellow. Again, I'm not filling in the whole tree. There are white spots. This is meant to be a very quick little sketch. And there it is. There's my beautiful little tree sketch. And you can do it in any color you want. I had blue set up here to use, but I decided to go with the fall colors instead. But try it out, try some different colors on it, see if you like it, and I'll see you next time on Simply Sketching. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more of the sketching that I had done at home to give you guys an example of what you can do after these videos, to practice. And like this, these are the trees. So we just did one tree sketch. These are some of the other ones I did at home. You can see how I mixed up the shapes, I mixed up the length, the colors. Go home, practice, do some experimenting with different things, different medias, and pretty soon you'll be able to draw trees just like that. So I hope you enjoyed, and again, here's some more examples, and I'll see you in the next episode.